As we have the opportunity to talk to key decision makers like yourself with the responsibility for influencing and maximizing company operations, we often hear about the pain that's involved with dealing with the equipment and tool rental process. In fact, these numbers tell a story about the need for increased visibility and accountability, streamlining processes, and better cost control and cost reduction. In a study done by Texas A&M University of industrial and commercial contractors, they found that 82% acknowledged that if they had an increase in utilization, that would ultimately lead to an increased operational ROI. However, 46% acknowledged that they do not track the utilization. Over the past several years, RSC's done some studies and found that on average, 24% of equipment rental is returned late, beyond its expected return date. And on average, it's returned 15 days late. So let's take a look at this a different way. Today, our customers tell us about many factors that affect the rental scenario. These include decentralization. Though a necessary element of many organizations, a decentralized process presents challenges to the overall effectiveness. Varying systems used to manage the process, numerous vendors that are needed to meet the company's needs, and multiple employees that are needed to execute the process, and numerous crafts that need the right equipment at the right time. So what are the results of these factors? Well, too much equipment is out there, leading to wasted resources across the projects and duplication. Equipment is out there too long, leading to past due expenditures. And finally, the process, it's too complex. Employees are wasting time going back and forth from spreadsheets to sticky notes, trying to manage the process. And the end results of too much, too long, and too complex are excessive rental costs, and excessive waste of time, and the reduced productivity of your most valued asset, the employees that manage this chaos. And this is at best a reactive, fragmented process. And quite frankly, it's putting your company at risk. But the greatest risk is not knowing how this approach affects future goals. Effectively going from today to a future level of operational efficiency is done by equipment management. Failure to move away from this reactive process limits your company's growth. So how do many organizations choose to deal with the risks? They do so by looking at price. They look at line item pricing. They perceive advantageous terms as a way to manage rentals. In fact, price has shown that it's only 1/6 financial impact of truly dealing with too much, too long, and too complex. In other words, choosing to manage by price sends your company way down into the abyss. And it's not where you want to be. Companies are choosing to work with RSC to bridge this gap between today and the future they wish to achieve. They recognize that equipment rental and overall equipment management affects employee productivity and overall project success. And only by working with RSC can they achieve their organizational goals. Well, let's look at each of these goals and how best-in-class organizations are working with RSC to achieve them. The first one is increased visibility. What if your team had true insight to all the aspects of the rental process? With tools like RSC's Total Control, you can have unparalleled visibility and the functionality to optimize the rental process, reducing redundancies and late returns. And with RSC's Managed by Exception strategy, you can focus on actionable data based on criteria that you've defined to empower your team to make the best decisions. Second goal is that of streamlined process. What if you had a partner in managing equipment effectively? With RSC's managed service strategy, you'll have a dedicated advocate that's familiar with your organization and the process to assist in making sure that equipment needs and are managed most effectively. And most important, you'll have a partner in maintaining a safe and efficient work environment for everyone. And the third goal is that of cost control. What if you had the right tools and the strategy to make a substantial impact on your company's overall equipment costs and ROI? With customized scorecards and key performance indicators that have been benchmarked against industry standards, you and your team will be empowered to operate at the highest levels of efficiency. You'll have customized data to validate and justify current and future rental decisions across your entire operation. Companies are choosing to work with RSC to achieve these goals. We refer to this as RSC consumption management. While this might be an unfamiliar premise, it's a strategy that companies like yours are leveraging to magnify 6 times that of price, and it only can be accomplished by working with RSC. Having the right equipment available at the right time with streamlined processes and drive cost savings is the heart of RSC consumption management, and it's what bridges the gap from today to a future state of operational efficiency that positively impacts you. If you truly want to align all the fragmented processes and turn it into a repeatable rental program, the only clear path is to work with RSC. This is what best-in-class organizations are doing. And the combined power of you and RSC will put you there. Let's take a look at the results from this. A major oil and gas company decided to work with RSC to maximize the rental program. And these numbers tell a story about their success. 35, 28, and 3. They experienced a 35% increase in utilization. In return, that resulted in a 28% decrease in rental spend. And they achieved this in only 3 months of working with RSC. So how about we see what we can do for you guys and go from there? What do you think?